teams looking to chase down division titles are set to square off in Victoria. The Royals, with the most potent attack in the West, have their sights set on the Rockets. They ended a skid last weekend and aim to keep things rolling at home. The Portland Winterhawks are loaded with offensive skill too, but wins are a must to keep pace with the Silvertips for the U.S. title. WHL TV presents WHL in 30, Winterhawks and Royals.
I chose Western Hockey League because it was my dream growing up to play in this league. Being a player in the Western Hockey League, you get challenged every day. I think there's tremendous support from coaches to staff and trainers, equipment managers, scouts. I think regardless of who you talk to in the Western Hockey League, you're surrounded by a lot of really great people who want you to succeed, not only in hockey, but in life.
Whether you're in Brandon, Prince George, Portland, or anywhere in between, you can take in WHL action up close and personal. Visit WHL.ca for complete ticketing information for all 22 WHL clubs.
With the scholarship program that WHL produces for us players is huge, and it helps us just kind of not worry about the money aspect of it, but just focus on the school and your hockey, and makes it a lot easier on a student for sure.
Back to the action of the marquee game of the week as WHL TV presents WHL in 30.
It is the Winterhawks and the Royals' third meeting of the season. Victoria splits in Portland, a 4-2 victory January, and then February 7th, an 8-5 loss at the Moda Center. These are the tonight and tomorrow the final two meetings of the season series. Royals looking to make it 2 wins in a row here on home ice after a 4-3 win over Vancouver. Winterhawks looking to get back in the win column after a pair of losses, Kamloops and to Vancouver. First period faceoff for Kirby's Source for Sports. We know our stuff at 894 Cloverdale. Soy, who is from Cloverdale, will flip the puck ahead, and Royals were racing in. The Soy, Phillips, Hanoun line to start for Victoria, but DeYoung controls. Sends one ahead, it's off his stick, stolen by Soy. Throws it to the circle, looking for Phillips. Took a stick by Chalosky across the face, and puck back in the Royals' end. Quickly, Walford finds Soy at center, but 2 Winterhawks are on him. Gillis and Grecius, who gets upended by Phillips. Cole races in, drop pass, a backhander. Blocker save made by Outhouse, and the rebound is fired wide by Cole. Out there with Kaspick and Kambites. Swept off the puck, it goes back to the neutral zone. Jarrett backhands it in again to the Winterhawks' end. Joki Haru is leveled by Tanner Kaspick. HL demolition, knockdown of a game. What a thunderous hit. Now Blichfeld's having words with Kaspick.
And he absolutely destroys a guy in the first minute and change of the hockey game. And if that doesn't get your team going, and that's after DeYoung and Chalosky roughed up Phillips a little bit on the first entry. All right, we can do that. Kaspick looks after it.
The Royals have that. They've added that depth at the trade deadline, bringing in the physicality. Another hit.
Kaspick again.
Taking down McKenzie. McKenzie gets back up, though, darts back into the play and lifts the stick at Kambites. All NHL drafted here. Glass and Bellows first rounders. McKenzie, 7th rounder of the Jets, and it's out of the Royal zone after the faceoff. Quigley between the circles for the Winterhawks, snaps it to McKenzie at center. Winnipeg drafted. Glass first round of the Vegas Golden Knights, Bellows first round of the Islanders, and Glass has it over the center line coming down the left wing. Jarrett knocks it off his stick, snaps it off the glass, and it bounces to center ice, collected by Hannes. Snaps it ahead, Kambites, 2 goals last game, intercepts it for Victoria, including the winner with 10 seconds to go. He hustles in, drops it off for Gregor. Noah Gregor, 18 points in 19 games since coming over. Kaspick delivers another shoulder check, and again on McKenzie.
Wow.
Second one this period, and third big hit for Tanner Kaspick. Hanoun will flip it to Soy in the dot. Shoots short side, blocker save by Farkas. Now Hanoun gets a stick up high, grabbing at his mouth. The fans want the call. So does Hanoun and the team, and they're not getting it. Hughes down the right wing, took the stick business from Jensen. Bop to Blichfeld, though, cuts to the slot, drops it off. Hughes to the forehand, fires it wide. From the slot, Hughes let it go and missed the target. Up the other way, Phillips gets stood up by Teixeira, their captain, right in the slot. Phillips will have to back up, now forechecks again.
3 huge hits already. We're barely 5 minutes in. It's just, talk about a guy making a difference.
Off the face, Jobs a blocking. The Winterhawks zone snapped it towards the goal. It fired wide. Up the left wing wall is a block. He feeds Walford at the point. Tip past him, and Newkirk on to Hughes, 2-on-1 down the right wing. Hughes shoots it over top of the Royals goal. From point blank, Grishikov down the wing, 1-on-1, snapshot, pad save, Farkas, rebound. Honus puts it to the boards. Puck fired in by the Winterhawks, and Jensen picks it up for Victoria. Right circle, sidesteps a Glass check, and McKenzie too, but he runs in his Buziak, and the two go down, and in comes Glass, driving in, pass across. Frederick's got his man tied up, couldn't get the shot clean. Back out in front, what a save by Outhouse, point blank off of McKenzie. It stays scoreless, and McKenzie gets physical in the right corner on Kashpik, tying him up right wall. Jokaharu snaps it, stretch pass looking for Blickfeld, got tied up by Jarrett. They joust, going after the loose puck. Blickfeld has it, sends it across to Hughes, right circle, under the stick of Cambites, shoots! Outhouse gets the arm on it, short side, and covers it up, and he makes his second big stop and his second cycle there in a row. Face-off won by the Winterhawks, long drive, glove save made by Outhouse as he robs Teixeira, point drive, reaching out and pulling that one out of the air. Pretty stop. To the left of Outhouse, he tried to win it back to him, it does bounce over. Blickfeld sends it to the point to Young's wrister, tipped. This time it's forced into the right corner. Overhart there to it first, stapled by Jarrett, put a puck behind Victoria's net. Grabbed by Smith, but he fires it out of play, and a penalty coming up, the first one of the game. Cody Glass leaves it down the right wing wall for Bellows. 56 points in 43 games behind the net, and it squirts out to the blue paint, but swept away. Battle on the right wing wall, McKenzie against Kashpik, but the puck though is Cody Glass, fires it around to the left boards. Chalowski's in deep, took a bump, centering feed, Outhouse reaches out, trying to poke check McKenzie, but makes the save as the puck did squirt up, and he got his torso up and got his right arm on it, and some more rough stuff after the whistle with McKenzie and Glass, with Buziak out there and Jarrett. A couple likely candidates. Teixeira hits the brakes behind his own net. Over to Jokaharu. He'll stick handle coming up the right wing for Hughes, over the line with Cole. And he's stapled by Jensen along the wall. Hughes looks to the linesman, and no call. Jensen again, physical right corner on Jokaharu, but the puck fired ahead, and Phillips, as the Royals are back to full strength. 2-on-1 with Smith, shoots, and just wide of the far blocker's side. Jensen, cross ice feed to Jarrett. He'll back up to the right point, lets a wrister go. It's blocked by Grishis. It goes to the wall. Phillips checks him. Puck's loose and skates, right corner. Soy finds Phillips. He gets bodied up. The puck flipped out by Hughes. Matthew Smith on defense for Victoria at center. Pass to Phillips, 99-point man coming down the left wing, got by one. Trying to get past Bellows, so he'll turn. Finds Hanoun, bottom of the circle to Phillips behind the Winterhawks goal. Backhand flip to the right point for Jarrett, backs up to the blue line. Lets a wrister go, a right toe save. Kicking it to the wall was Farkas, and it's clapped out by Glass. Hanoun had to get away on him right at the Winterhawks blue line. Soy bounces onto a loose puck coming down the right wing. 3-on-2, Soy, bottom of the circle, shoots it, short side over top of the goal. A little give and go with Hanoun. Hanoun picks it off, won't let them clear, fires it to the slot, blocked by Teixeira. Soy collects off the half wall, backhands it to the point for Jensen. In his feet, winds, fires! That hit Phillips, I believe. He's doubled over, standing right in front of the net. And that was a hard slapper by Jensen. Oh boy, Phillips just cruising back to the bench now. Frederick activates from the point, finds Tyler Soy. Left corner for the Royals in the Winterhawks zone. To Hanoun at the right boards. Got away from one check, finds Soy. One more pass to Jensen, he winds and fires! Blocker save made by Farkas. Kashpik against McKenzie, right circle, Royals zone off the faceoff. Kashpik gets it back behind the net. Jarrett ties up his man. Wrap around attempt, Bellows rolls it through the crease. Jarrett has got McKenzie on him. McKenzie digs it free. Flips it to the right point. Jokaharu, snapshot. Shoulder stop by Outhouse. A rebound. Jarrett finds it. Gets it to the forehand on the right wing. Flipped it ahead to Gregor. He's heading up the ice with Cambites. Skates past him. Now we'll give it to Cambites. Left circle. On the backhand. Goes behind the Winterhawks goal. Shielding it. Reversed it. Looking for Gregor, but getting to it first was Jokaharu. And he'll snap it ahead to Glass. He's got to knock it down. Jokaharu, first round pick of the Hawks. And played for Finland at the World Juniors. Now Phillips collects a pass, looking to get past Quigley. Darts to the net, wraparound attempt, and he just put it short. Hits the post on the outside, and it stayed out. right here at the buzzer, and Matthew Phillips, oh, looking no worse for wear, but just didn't have the finish this time, and he remains at 99 points. Almost had the crowd out of the up to their feet here at the buzzer.
More exciting WHL action still to come on WHL in 30.
It's unbelievable. You realize what it's like to be a pro. Obviously the NHL's 82 games and they have a long schedule. I think it gets you the most ready to be a pro at that next level.
WHL TV presents WHL in 30. Every Saturday, we bring you the WHL's feature game of the week. Tune in March 3rd from Kamloops for a BC Division clash. The Vancouver Giants look to inch closer to home ice advantage in the playoffs, but their former bench boss and his Blazers crew will try to cut them down. Catch all the key goals, hits, and saves from the week's marquee matchup. WHL in 30 on Shaw TV, WHL.ca, and YouTube.
We represent because they represent every year. The 2019 World Juniors are coming back to the West Coast, and it's time to represent again.
Welcome back to WHL in 30. The action continues in our feature game of the week.
Second period face-off for Kirby's Source for Sports. We know our stuff at A94 Cloverdale. Flip back by Tyler Soy to the right of Outhouse. Fredericks after it again. No score after 20 minutes. Marlon Martins and Mark Adams. Puck behind the cage of Outhouse. Dug free by the hard-working Cade Jensen. He finds Hanoun. He gets the wheels going, coming down the wing. 3-on-2. Hanoun flips it over, but is broken up by Quigley and back the other way. Blickfeld headmans one for Overhard. He's got a lane to the net. Overhard shoots. Stopped by Outhouse. Got his arm on it as he drew out the poke check. As he just threw the man back down. Short-handed, coming down the wing is Tanner Kaspick. Got loose to the front of the net. Shot. What an arm save made by Farkas on the short side on Kaspick. Short-handed. Bellows making moves on Smith. Got it to glass. Back over. Off the stick of Jarrett. And a right toe save made by Griffin Outhouse. Jokoharu drive. Blocker save by Outhouse. Soy knocks down a pass along the wall. He gets triple teamed, and the Winterhawks are away with 49 seconds to go on the power play. Hughes, he's got that speed coming down the wing. Left it in the corner, backhanded to the point by Blickfeld to DeYoung. The Victoria native sliding it over to Hughes in the right circle, reaching for it. Walford smacks it off his stick, and Phillips will come up the ice 2-on-2, short-handed. Down the left wing, DeYoung with 6'5" reach, poke check, but Soy scoops up the loops. Puck goes behind the goal. Stick handling into the right corner, snaps it to the point to Jarrett. Wines, fires, stick save made by Farkas. Rebound, Phillips turns and shoots it just over top of the goal. Soy gets to the loose puck, backhands it up along the wall. Phillips uses the body to keep it onside, but it's swept through his feet. Well, Fredericks in the box for the hook. And DeYoung on the power play for the Winterhawks looking for the opening goal of the game. Overhard, a cross-ice pass that Oliver blocked. The puck went up in the air, and Jensen bats it down, skates it out, and he will chip this one in deep. Farkas out of the goal, but DeYoung ran into his own netminder, and Buziak comes away with the puck. He'll stick handle and then fire it back into his own end for Jarrett. He'll take a couple steps and saucer this one over top of head. So Oliver gets to the loose puck first, right corner, short-handed in the Winterhawk zone. Snap it off his stick, and Blickfeld raced to center 3-on-3. His pass across as he gained the blue line, goes through the legs into the right corner. Overhart whips one around. Hughes couldn't handle it. That allows Cade Oliver to fire it diagonally down the right wing side. Broken up.
Well, the Royals are giving him the shots from out back, and they're not allowing that cross-ice shot from the circle. So
great pad save made by Outhouse as he robs Cody Glass, cruising through the slot with a one-timer. Puck bouncing right corner, Soy trying to get away from the hip check. Finally ends up going down. Grecius gets away with a, no, he doesn't. As Phillips comes out in front, the backhander stopped. He gets a stinky mitt in the face, and the interference has got to be, or a hold. That's what it's going to be. Royals work it back to Soy on the right wing wall, to Gregor at the right point. Over to Kaspick, a little back and forth. Gregor to the slot. Now for Phillips at the left circle. Try to pump it across. Did eventually get it to Soy after hitting a couple sticks. Kaspick and Gregor at the points, back and forth. Kaspick midpoint now to Gregor. One-timer tipped, and then still getting the arm on it was Farkas. And collected by Overhart to golf it down the ice. Gregor passed it in behind him. Now Kaspick will race to center. He's over the blue line, and I think a penalty for interference is going to go to Martinoff. The stick goes out of the hands of McKenzie.
Yeah, Martinoff's cruising along the blue line. You see it's the soft pick that they do in hockey all the time, and McKenzie maybe got away with a little light grip on that one.
The optics don't look good to the official. You see the stick flying, and
yeah, and well, he's not. Yeah, it doesn't hit him hard enough for the stick to fly quite as much as it did. So either way, drew the penalty, and we got 4-on-4 now.
To the chorus of boos, Jarrett cruises in, going wide onto Young. Jarrett backhander, just put it wide of the far post as he made a power move to get to the front of the Winterhawks net.
Ralphie boy.
The D-man. Frederick staying in front of DeYoung. DeYoung then horse collars and turns him around, and there's no call on that. Blickfeld picks off a clearing attempt, but he's poke checked by Gregor. The Royals 4-on-4 heading up the ice. Find Hanoun, right dot, shoots off the mask, a rebound in behind Farkas's goal. Gregor uses speed to beat Blickfeld to the puck. Turning with it along the boards, Teixeira able to bank it ahead up the right wing for Hughes. Knocked away by Frederick. And Jensen comes over to staple Glass. Glass wherewithal to keep the puck and fire it across to Chalowski. Still in the man advantage to Glass, left circle. Back up high for Chalowski. Snapshot, outhouse, trappers it. Freezes it, and Walford gets knocked down by Bellows in the process. And they'll continue to push and shove after the whistle. And outhouse skates to the corner. Kaspic against Newkirk now, and the power play down to 8 seconds for the Victoria Royals here. I think they got shot from the point though, as Martinoff looking to step out onto the ice. Jarrett's hurt on the play, grabbing at his face. Puck from the right point, scores! Hannes puts it in, but we got penalties after, and things are getting heated here after Hannes fired it in from the right point. Jarrett was laboring to get back in play. And then a bunch of pushing and shoving in front of the net as Hannes let it go through his screen. It would beat Outhouse, but will this goal stand or not? But there's penalties on the play to begin with. Hannes was celebrating a 1-0 goal. Walford, there's broken stick on the ice, a couple more. McKenzie right in the face of Martinoff, who had stepped out of the box. The power play had expired. And more penalties now in the media timeout called. Well, after review, it looks as if McEachern bumped into Griffin Outhouse, and so there's no goal.
No goal on the play. No goal.
No explanation.
Incidental contact with the goaltender.
There we go. Jensen hits Phillips with the pass. 99-point man for Victoria. Takes one at center, racing in, but quickly just angled it off his stick. And the puck bounces at the dot. Phillips with a stick lift in cold. Stopped by the pads of Farkas. Puck to center. Cody Glass and Bellows up front here. Kaspic now on the ice and stops a clearing attempt. He'll look to send in Dante Hanoun, and he can't beat the poke check. Farkas with a great poke check off of Dante Hanoun, who was sneaking in cold. And the Winterhawks come in offside to keep this game scoreless. Back to the D-man Smith. Over to Jarrett. Right circle, Royal zone. Under pressure quickly from Hughes. Finds Kaspic, cut move to center. Another stick he dances around, that's Overhart, and then couldn't get it past the body. Couldn't get past the body of Jokaharu, so he'll fire deep. Now McEachern coming to center on the left wing. We're back to even strength. Racing over the blue line, drops it on the left wing for Hughes. Shoved down by Hanoun, but still fires it on goal. The rebound, Overhart scores! Snaps it home from the slot. Hughes puts it on goal while falling. And Overhart finds the rebound off the pads of Outhouse, goes glove side, and it's 1-0 Portland.
There the Royals just caught backing in a little too much and not challenging early enough, and Portland's able to drive the net. Nobody picks up the trailer. Two guys go to the front of the net. I think Gregor was one of them, and Frederick was the other. And as a result, then the Royals just have, or as Jensen actually, just gets caught in no man's land. Nobody on him. And the Victoria Royals pay the price for not covering in front of their own zone. Maybe even Dante Hanoun, between he and Jensen, one of them has to pick the guy up, but both of them are watching the puck.
Zablocki out there with Grishikov and Gregor. Battling forward to the right wall. Gregor left point, his drive, blocked by Overhart. And Zablocki drops him. Skates right over to him, knocks him down in the circle. Prowse's one-timer redirected by Zablocki, and a shoulder save made by Farkas. And then he covers it up, and a nice stick by Zablocki. Face off to the left of Farkas. Hughes jumps the line. Over waved out of the circle. So Blichfeld will come in to take it. Blichfeld, 4 goals for Denmark at the World Juniors. Signed prospect to the Sharks, got it to the wall. And out comes Hughes with Overhart, 2-on-2, crisscrossing at the Royals' blue line. Hughes goes wide right, stops his shot, though impeded by Jensen, bouncing puck. Reaching out's Outhouse, and Oliver will take down Blichfeld. Outhouse, his head snap back again. 2 minutes to go, 1-0 Winterhawks here in the second. Smith, hard cross-ice feed to Jarrett. They'll race in, 3-on-2. Jarrett down the right wall, got past DeYoung, goes behind the net. DeYoung gets body position on him. Jarrett finishes him off in the corner with a stapling check. Phillips strips the man of the puck. Pass down low, hits a body, back across, and it was Hanoun who just missed it. Phillips grabs a hold of it in the slot. Shot blocked. Kaspic on the backhand to the front of the goal. Poked away by the netminder Farkas as Phillips was right there on the doorstep. Line is buzzing. Cholowski banks it off the wall, and it's out to center. Royals delay offside. Will step onside, and DeYoung passed ahead for Cody Glass. He'll weave down the left wing wall. Now drop pass, Bellows shoots, he scores! Just off the inside post, glove side. The Winterhawks take a late 2-0 lead here in the second as Bellows finishes off the play.
That's about 1.5 inches in from the last shot he took that went off the post. I mean, that's, you know, just deadly accurate. He beat Griffin Outhouse last time he was in that same vicinity, only caught the post. This time brings it in about 1.5 inches, beats him again, high glove side just over the shoulder, and a beautiful shot there by keeper Bellows on a little bit of a defensive zone breakdown by the Royals. Royals had some pressure in the other end, but that's the risk, is that, you know, you get pinching. You know, this time Jensen came in late on the pinch to try and keep the puck in. He doesn't get there. That gets your defense a little out of whack and a little out of line. And then it creates space for a guy like Bellows to get a clear open shot away, and he made no mistake this time.
Soy and Phillips out as well, and Overhart chokes up on the stick, goes down deep, wins the face-off, fires it down the ice, and that'll all but do it now for the second period as it bounces at center, and Hanoun, who just missed that one-timer, parked the backdoor play. Then the ensuing play, the Winterhawks go down and go up 2-0.
More exciting WHL action still to come on WHL in 30.
CHL champions on ice, in life.
The experiences I had in the CHL can't be duplicated by anything. The people you meet, the experiences you have, I'll cherish those for life, and they'll help me down the road too. One of the biggest things was the Captain's Care program we had, where we'd go visit sick children in the hospital. It was more beneficial for us than it probably was for them, because we saw how happy they were. It made us feel good, and it was a good connection to the community.
CHL champions on ice, in life.
Whether you're in Brandon, Prince George, Portland, or anywhere in between, you can take in WHL action up close and personal. Visit WHL.ca for complete ticketing information for all 22 WHL clubs.
Schooling, you're getting lots of help from your school advisor, billets, they're always there for you. Just everything is there for you if you just need to ask. I chose the WHL because my dream is to play in the NHL, and I feel like that's the fastest way to get there.
Welcome back to WHL in 30. The action continues in our feature game of the week.
And we're off to period number 3 with the Winterhawks up by a score of 2-0. Hanoun will carry it back in down the left side. 4 Winterhawks are back. Hanoun goes wide left into the corner. Puts it out in front. It's off skates. Backhander Grieger. Pad save made by Farkas. Rebound to the wall. Ian Oliver head off. Smith steps on. Buziak forechecking. Takes it away from DeYoung. He's triple teamed down there. Phillips comes in as well to help out. Cholowski puts it to the left wall in the Winterhawks zone. Overhart couldn't get it past Soy. He holds the blue line, but then runs into trouble. And now McKenzie looking to spring free. McKenzie getting in alone. McKenzie shoots, and he put it over top of the net. Comes off the glass. Overhart locks it down. Following it up on the play was Glass. He scores, but it's a glove pass to negate it as it went off of Overhart's glove. Phillips already took some friendly fire from Jensen in the first. Kaspic just drills Joka Haru, and then Teixeira takes Kaspic down in behind the Winterhawks goal. That could have caromed off the neutral wall. Now Outhouse goes out as Soy hits center. Kaspic down the left wing, turns with the puck. He's got some options, trying to get away from McKenzie. Hard whip on the backhand to the left point for Dante Hanoun. He'll leave it midpoint for Frederick. Gives it to Soy, gets it back to Frederick, midpoint, umbrella-like now to Phillips, top of the left circle, under pressure, so he'll give it to Frederick. Puts too many jerseys in front of him. Now to Phillips, backdoor play one time, in by Gregor. What a pass across from Hanoun to Gregor. Redirected past Farkas. The Royals now to within one, 2-1 for the Winterhawks.
Well, excellent passing. You can hear the crowd starting to scream shoot, but the Royals are seeing what they want to see, and that's a lot of bodies lining up in the middle and not a lot of bodies down low, so they're having to go diagonally from the near circle to the far edge and then back across the front of the crease. And from there, Noah Gregor basically has a tap into an open net. And the Royals pull within one now, 2-1.
But again, just redirecting it was all Hanoun did, never stopping it on the backdoor play. And he buries it, and no chance for Farkas.
I really like when the Royals use Frederick on the power play. I think he does such an excellent job back there. And again, this time quarterbacking it nice and patient, draws them into the middle so he can set the play up.
We're down to buck 36. And a power play goal to 6-on-4 for Victoria. The Royals, 90 seconds to tie this up. We'll dump it in quickly, he'll head back for it. Hanoun getting to it on the half wall, has a stick lifted by Bellows. He'll chip it up ahead for Cody Glass, diving, getting it ahead for Blichfeld. The Royals net is empty, but it went through him. Frederick goes after him, turns and shoots it towards the empty goal, blocked by Gregor. Now Hanoun on the left side, cross ice feed for Phillips over center. Heading in down the right wing, stops, fades. Blichfeld cuts him off, and it's cleared by Chalowski to the empty net, and it's just wide of the post by inches. And now Portland will ice it. Will they use their timeout? Well, with the assist, Matthew Phillips becomes the first Royal to hit 100 points in a single season. He's now one back of the franchise record held by Mark Santarelli. Also, his franchise best point streak goes to 22 games. But now the matter at hand. Royals down 2-1 with 56 seconds to go. Face off in the Winterhawks' own goaltender pulled by Victoria, and Kaspic wins it to Hanoun on the wall. Gives it to Gregor. He'll race behind the net. Gregor to the left corner. Banks it to the left point for Frederick. Under pressure from Blichfeld, who forced it out of the zone. Gregor takes it at center. Puts it down the right wing wall, got cut down by Bellows. He was racing towards the puck on the forecheck. Jokaharu flips it to the line, and it's offside. Frederick wise to touch it and get the whistle as time becoming a factor. 31 seconds to go. Instead of just backing out of the zone and letting the Winterhawks skate around with it for a while, he quickly touches it for the forced offside.
Yeah, not a bad play there by Gregory, by Frederick. He didn't have a lot of options there at the blue line. Dangerously close to keeping it in, though. Now the Royals still with the goalie out in the offside position here of the faceoff just outside the Portland blue line. See if Portland just tries to hammer down the ice off the draw. Overhart
against Kaspic, and Overhart just draws it back. They work it around, a big win by the Winterhawks. Blichfeld, his attempt towards the goal knocked down by Frederick. He'll quickly give it to Soy. 22 seconds to go, and the Royals head in on the attack. Soy down the left wing, couldn't slide it past Jokaharu. Glove down at the left point by Gregor, forced out again by Blichfeld. Worked hard tonight. Overhart turns, fires it towards the empty net, missed it, and another icing call, 8 seconds. If they put another second or two on the clock, you will see as it did tip down to 6.5 seconds.
That's a mistake by Blichfeld. You have the puck outside your blue line with about 8 seconds left. He could have just stood there with it. He could have kicked it. He could have went anywhere other than the middle of the ice with it, and instead he iced it. So this is an opportunity for the Royals. We'll see what they can do here.
Kaspic with Gregor, Phillips, Hanoun, Frederick, the only D-man, and Tyler Soy out for the Royals against Glass. Off the draw, Kaspic gets it to Hanoun, to Phillips at the point quickly. He shoots, glove down, quickly played. And Farkas wanted the time to keep going, but the whistle went. And now with 2 seconds on the clock, the Royals will get another draw and will just have to try to shovel it towards the goal or set it for a quick one-timer.
What a dangerous way to stop the puck for Farkas. He tries to like slap his glove down, like putting the lid on the pot, instead of just trying to position it down low. And those are the ones that dribble through you sometimes if you don't time it right. So Farkas does hang on. Kaspic gets to draw the puck back on his strong side now in this face-off.
And he's got Frederick looking for the one-timer. Off the draw, falling on its Overhart, and fanning on it. Oh, is Kaspic, and that will do it. The Portland Winterhawks will defeat the Victoria Royals 2-1, with Bellows, the eventual game winner, coming in the second period.
We hope you enjoyed this week's WHL in 30 Game of the Week. Tune in next week when a BC Division rivalry takes center stage in Kamloops as the Blazers host the Vancouver Giants. The WHL in 30 Game of the Week has been brought to you by WHL TV.